Okay, let's record something here. See if you guys can see what I'm doing here. What's up, people of the Instagrams? This is your friend of the arts, Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist, the one and only, the mucho macho. We're gonna be doing a painting, but I'm going to first get some of this paint out there, get it ready to rock and roll. I need to get it ready to rock and roll, mucho grande. These are 200 milliliters paint tubes by Winsor & Newton. They're Winton brand. They're Winton series, I guess. It's very good paint. Mucho bueno. Look at that. There it is. Muchas gracias Patricio, se lo agradezco mucho. Hola Luis, hola Vanessa, hola Judy. ¿Hablas castellano o en the English? Hablo inglés en estos lives porque pues la mayoría de la gente que los ve hablan en English. Entonces me veo forzado a dejar el castellano a un lado por lo pronto. Parabéns, what's happening? What's up, Vivek? How's it going? Good to see you here, my friend. So we're gonna be putting some walnut oil on this little mountain of paint, and let's see what's up. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna be doing some painting je ne sais quoi. Some painting lives and all kinds of good stuff today, man. We got all kinds of good stuff prepared for you today. Look at this. Super, super, super yummy. It's like making tamales, but tamale season, it seems to be pretty much. I still have a few tamales in my fridge. I'm gonna kill them with some eggs. From Chile. Oh, I love that. Love that. Desde Chile. Muy bueno. Muy bueno. Okay, let's do this. Nice, I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Ya, sí, yo soy de Jalisco, México. Soy mexicano de nacimiento y de cultura y de todo ese rollo. Nomás que ando viviendo acá con mis camaradas americanos en los United States. Alright, let's do this. Look, check it out. Brazil, obrigado, Brazil. Where in Brazil? I want to know where. I always ask where, as if I knew Brazil, but I want to visit. So I want to know what's the hot spot. Look at that. It's a lot of work, man. I need an assistant to be doing this stuff for me. I'd be doing my workouts here. If I had to do this with my legs, I'd be looking like Brad Pitt already. If I had to do this with my legs rather than my arms or my wrists. Gotta put a little bit more. Boom, baby, a little bit more walnut oil. Vanessa, yo vengo de Holanda. Ah, qué buenísima onda, desde Holanda, desde la tierra de los artistas más picudos del mundo. I love that. Sí, los mejores artistas de, ¿qué será? Yo creo que del siglo, hace 2 siglos, 3 siglos más bien, los mejores artistas salieron de Holanda. Doesn't it look yummy? Man, this looks taste. I was gonna say taste like I was thinking of Van Gogh because people say that he tasted paint. Ew, no. It just looks yummy, that's all. That's too much. There's no such thing as too much anything. Everything's relative. You can take him, Marcelo, sorry.
Oh, I don't need
Yeah.
these.
Okay.
Actually, I will.
Jeez Louise. I should have never offered. Look at that. Boom. Tengo que darme una vuelta por aquellos rumbos. Por Holanda. Tengo que darme una vuelta por Brasil. Guys, I told you, we're going to be doing some, as soon as this whole pandemic thing starts dying out, we're gonna start doing some tours, man. I gotta go check out what's going on in London. I gotta go do as if I was a rock star, huh? I gotta go do a tour to London, man. No, but wouldn't it be cool to do like host a little art class and maybe some marketing workshops or something like that? That would be dope. I would do it. I just got to get all biblical about it, you know, like where there's more than two, I'll be there. Los maestros, sí, como no, los maestros holandeses, muy picudos esos cuates. Andas bien. Rembrandt, Franz Hals, el famosísimo Van Gogh. Yeah, it's like frosting. Clearwater's like Pobre Van Gogh. That's probably what it's meant. So yeah, I think so. Who knows? I mean, who knows what really happened? You know, I think there's so much story around that. But who knows what really happened? I wish I would have been a fly on the wall, hanging out with the Van Goghs, the masters of the universe. Here we're gonna use some Viridian. I love this color. This is you can do all kinds of je ne sais quoi with this one. This is it's just a good color. So we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna squeeze it out. We're not gonna pull it. We're gonna squeeze this thing out. It's like muere por bandido. There you go. See? Let me get out one of those little things, tube ringer, and just squeeze the ish out of it. Hasta que no de más. And then that's all we're gonna do. Bow. There it is. Let's start putting some walnut oil on that. Man, this is like a cooking channel. I'm starting to feel like that woman. What's her name? What's that lady who used to cook? And it's like, who is it?
Rachel Ray.
Oh no, not Rachel Ray. She had like the smoker's voice. She's like, hey guys. No, the other one, the one that went to jail because like something about tax or something. I forgot her name. Didn't she get in trouble?
Stewart?
Martha Stewart. Yeah, I started to feel like Martha Stewart. I'm like, soy el Martha Stewart mexicano. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Martha Stewart, dude. Martha's en la casa. Arte sordo de México, qué chulada. Les acabo de contar aquí a mis parientes que yo vengo desde Jalisco. A ver, vamos a ver aquí. Arte sordo. ¿Qué onda, arte sordo? Vivek says it was hard to be an artist back then. Yeah, they had it rough. I'm sure they had it really rough. I can just imagine what it was like to be an artist in, I don't know, the 1800s. Even the 20th century. Artists, the 21st century to the, I don't know if artists, do they have it rough. I think artists have it rough emotionally today. A lot of artists have a lot of running commentary, the whole conceptual thing. But artists back then, I mean, you're talking about the difficulty of just getting materials, and the difficulty of showing the work, which was it was a government thing. You know, there usually be government funded programs like the Salon in France and that type of deal. It was more like a you had to come from well-to-do backgrounds. Otherwise, well, you would just, I don't know, hope, wish, and pray that a family will take you in, or an art master would take you in and have you labor for free for about 20 years before they let you paint something. But other than that, no way. They had it rough. So we're super lucky today because you know, I can do this. There'd be no way, muchachos. My BFF wants wants to tell you that you're better than me. Always. No, I'm just joking. Finding your own pigments from soil and minerals. I'm sure that was even harder, right? Before that, when people were still experimenting with oils. What was it? I think it was Renaissance. No, the Renaissance. It was the dude that started Van Dyke. I think it was the one. Or am I confusing Van Dyke with the guy, the DJ? The DJ from the late 90s, early odds. Was that it? Was it Van Dyke? I don't know. The dude that did the triptychs. I think he's the one who started messing with oils. People say it's Da Vinci, but I don't know if it's Da Vinci. I don't buy a lot of the stuff that Da Vinci did. Just saying. I think he was a bit of a poser. Not to mention how dangerous those pigments were. Yeah, I mean, pigments. I mean, anything that gets pulled out of any minerals, right? They tend to be a bit dangerous when what would you call that? I don't know. Harvesting them, or I don't know what the word is, but pulling those minerals out is always a challenge for the human kind. Hey, let's mix the yellow, okay? Because we're gonna start painting in a little bit, so just getting this thing ready. Let's see what's going on here. Man, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm reading this stuff as I'm doing this. I'm like in and out. I'm right here. I'm reading stuff. What's up, Vicky? How's it going? Vicky's like, what's up? I don't know you. Vicky's gonna be like, I don't know you, Jose. Who the hell are you, Jose? Queen Mast. What's up, Queen Mast? Boris. There's a Boris here. All right. I like it. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. Did I dig this? I dig this. Got all kinds of friends from all over town. We got Vivek from London. We have Vanessa from Holland. Man, all kinds of cool stuff. Look at this. Boom. We're gonna squeeze some paint because, like I tell you guys, I'm a Mexican, not a Mexicant. Man, this art studio is a trip. I'm telling you guys. Some of you guys haven't seen my art studio, right? So I'm just gonna show off because. So this is pretty much what's happening around town. Got my lattes. Got my latte right here. Dude, it's super messy. It's like super messy. This is a messy place. Gotta clean that trash. There's Marcel packaging work. Dude, I gotta show you guys something. This is like the coolest thing of all, okay? Más para que se pongan así más o menos a ver qué onda aquí conmigo. Watch. Bam, baby. Boom, baby. That's how it's done in my studio. All right, let's get to work. Too much playing around. Soy una cosa muy cabrona. All right, let's do this. Let me put some walnut oil on this. Es el taller del maestro José. Dude, it's hilarious. I love being here. This is like way too fun for me. I do need an assistant though to be like doing this for me. I've offered it. I've offered the job to a couple of people, but since we're in the pandemics, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait because the whole social distance thing, you know. Marcel's been with us for like how long have you been with us, Marcel? Like 3 years?
Almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years? Oh my God, you're a keeper. Almost 4 years.
18, 19, 20, 21, yeah.
Almost 4, huh? Dude, love that. You're a trooper. How is it like working with me? Do you have to really put up with me a little bit, huh?
Just when you steal all of our supplies.
Oh, when I steal the supplies?
And you mix so much oil that everything's wet.
Dude, that is true. All the paintings are wet right now. Guys, again, be patient right now with me, okay? Be patient with your amigo right here, because those of you who have purchased paintings from me, paintings are pretty wet right now because the weather. Okay, the weather makes it very wet right now, and so just be patient with me. Por favor. I'm trying to get the paintings, the shipping out as fast as possible, but during winter, sometimes it gets a little harder to ship out. In the less than 2 weeks, sometimes we have to stretch it to 3 weeks because not only do we have more orders due to holiday season, but also because the paintings, when they get cold, I'm using oil, and it takes longer to dry, and so it's una bronca, as we say over there in my side of town. Es una bronca mandar esas pinturas ahorita a veces. All right, and I'm gonna squeeze some more of this, just a little bit, and see what happens. What's happening, Chanel? ¿Cómo estás, Chanel? Dude, I just saw Chanel popped in right now. ¿Cómo estás, Chanel? Check it out. Squeeze some paint. Take that and that. Para que se te quite. All right. I think this is the last little batch of squeezing we're gonna do. See, I don't put so much oil. People, you know, some people are super perfectionists. They're like, "What's the ratio, Jose?" Look, guys, there's no ratio. If there is, I don't want to find out what the ratio is. And please don't ask me about viscosity. People are like, "What's the viscosity?" Like my brain, I'm not that smart, guys. My brain cannot contain all that smart jargon. I just do it where it feels nice on my wrist. The only reason I started adding walnut oil to my paint is because my wrists were hurting if you paint straight from the tube. And so, because I paint for a few hours a day, so my wrists were hurting, and I was like, dude, I gotta change this up. I gotta take care of my beautiful little hands. And so I started adding walnut oil. That's the only reason. And the secondary reason was because I hate the smell of all that stuff, all that toxic stuff, man. I'm like a hippie inside, you know? Inside only. Outside, I'm like soy como un charro mexicano, así cabrón. But inside, like, I'm a hippie. in my heart. And so and so I try to look for stuff that it's not super, you know, toxic. Let's get it going. Look, check it out. So we got some soft mixing white right here. By the way, this is tempered glass. It's very good stuff. I love using these discs. No need to overcomplicate, right? This is phthalo blue. This is Viridian. That's walnut oil. It looks like part of a ship. It looks like coral or something. I don't know. Well, not part of a ship, but what's under a ship. Anyways, this is cad yellow, pale. Okay, this is a pale hue. For those of you who are like pinky up, man, I gotta cut my nails. Look at that. Cochinas de cabrón. Gotta cut those nails. But this is pale hue. This is cad red, deep hue. This is dioxin purple. This is magenta, and this is lamp black. Because it's cool like that. Because it stays black. It doesn't play with you. Okay, if you use ivory black or some other tint or some other black, I don't like it. It doesn't stay black. I need it to stay black. Which kind of oil? This is a Winsor & Newton brand. It's Winton. This is a student grade, and now you can see because of the quantity that I use. I don't use the, what do they call it? The artist grade. This is highly pigmented already, so I try not to mess with it. I'm messing with it. All right, let's do this. Let's see. Yeah, people were asking for ratios. Yeah, that's exactly why. ¿Puedes decirme qué rojo es ese? Es cadmium deep red. Mira, te lo voy a enseñar para que veas cómo se ve. Aquí está, mira. Winsor & Newton cad red. It's cad red deep hue. Muy chingón este color. Es un rojo. No es rojo sangre, pero es rojo así como chile mole pozole. Buen rojo. Let's see. Let's see who else is here. Let me wave. All right, here we go. Linseed oil dries faster than walnut oil, by the way. It sure does. I don't like it, though. I don't like the smell of it. I've created a few chemical fires using linseed oil, especially the boiled. And so I don't use it. Walnut oil, there's just something about walnut oil. I'm so used to it. There's something about it that I'm like, I love it. I choose you, Pokemon type of deal. Dioxin purple is the jam. I love that. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. I do appreciate that, Lisa. I used to use linseed oil. I used it for about 7 years, and I created a couple of little chemical fires. And using it because I paint a lot, and so you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. I don't know why. I may be wrong, but it seemed to be a lot more flammable than walnut oil. I've never had any problem with walnut oil. De nada, claro que sí, cómo no. Okay, so let's paint something. Don't you want to be my friend? Let's paint something. Okay, vamos a pintar algo para ponernos así al romance. Let's get super romantic. Let's see. So we're gonna start out with a still life because I'm cool like that. Chemical. Oh yeah, no. It's the fumes, especially if you're using. See this. I use toilet paper. I use TP, guys, to clean my brushes. Okay, I use TP to clean my brushes, and so when I'm painting. Ooh, give me a second, guys. Okay, give me a second. Sorry about that, my friends. I had a phone call, like interrupt. Man, I don't know why they keep interrupting me right now. I'm like, I told you not to call me right now, you guys. Check it out. So I just kind of do that. Okay. Apologize for the interruption. So yeah, and so using using other minerals and whatnot combust the hell out of this thing. So I try to be very careful. Angelisa says, I purchased a bull from you and I loved it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's get to it. You brave souls that have been hanging out with me and are like, dude, come on, get to it. Let's paint something. Well, let's do it. Let me get a canvas. By the way, this is the artist walnut oil that I get. This is like liquid gold, man. This is the bee's knees, okay? I love it. Now, some people swear by it. I have a couple of artist friends who tell me, dude, stop buying it from this company because it's like expensive and ish, and they say just get it from like the store, from like the grocery store. But I'm very crazy like this. If I get used to something, I'll just keep doing that. I don't care if it's cost more or whatever. I tend to like marry things, you know. I'm very loyal to things. So I get it, I use it, and I won't stop using it. So that's what it is. It's about, I buy it in the gallons too. It's about $100 a gallon. There's a gallon. But nobody needs to buy gallons of it. All right, let's do it. Ready, muchachos, muchachas, and muchaches? ¿Haces envíos a España? Claro que sí. ¿Cómo no? Ya sea que guste comprar algo aquí, que en mi Instagram o alguna de las subastas en eBay. También estoy en Saatchi Art. Estoy en Etsy, en varios lugares. Le voy a mandar unos links para que vea dónde estoy y así pueda escoger la plataforma o tienda que más le agrade. All right, let's do this. That was the best Spanish I've spoken all week. So check it out. Look, we're gonna start out with a very simple. This is very simple, okay? Ah, muchas gracias a usted. Claro que sí. Aquí estamos para servirle. Check it out. Look, super simple. Okay, so for me the trick is very Zen for me. So how do you teach Zen? I don't know. It's kind of like a personal life journey for everybody. But to me, it's finding that rhythm where you control your breath as you're creating your work. Another part of the trick is keeping things very minimalist, heavy texture. Okay, minimalism and heavy texture. That's my dance. Why heavy texture? Because it makes me focus on the painting rather than on the image. So in other words, I get very focused, I get very present when I'm using texture because now you're pushing the texture around rather than focusing on the illustration itself. When you focus on the illustration, many times what could happen is you start overthinking. And so I started finding out in my own path that it's better to focus on the paint itself, on the drawing, rather than the illustration, rather than the final product, the final piece, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes me sound like I know what the hell I'm talking about, and that's good enough for me. All right, let's do this. So we're gonna start out by doing some florals right here. Look, just boom, baby. What kinds of paint? Super yummy, tasty, mucho macho. Look at that. I'm gonna mix a little bit of red, yellow. I know you guys want to see what I'm mixing and how I'm mixing it, but if I show you guys can't see the painting really well. So we're gonna sacrifice it, okay? You're gonna just take my word for it, what I'm doing here. I do offer painting classes for those of you who are super like chill about this kind of stuff. I do have painting workshops. And I offer marketing workshops too because I'm cool like that. So if anyone wants to find out more about that, you can always DM me, and I'll be more than glad to I don't know, share a link with you or walk you through it if you want to. I'm super generous that way. I love spending time with people, man. It's a people thing. Look at that. Mmm. Delicious. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, it's super delicious. That's the way I like to think of it anyways. Look at this. Es un oleaje el que se hace con la brocha. Es un oleaje. Estamos jugando a no pensar. Dude, I gotta say it in Spanish too. I love that, man. I thought I was never gonna use my castellano. I love that. This is just gonna turn super Spanglish in no time. I'm telling you, Vivek, you're gonna start speaking Spanish in no time, amigo. We're gonna have full-on conversations when I go visit you to London. We're gonna have like full-on conversations en español. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. See that? Español es lo mejor. Michelle's like Spanglish. Yeah, that's what's going to end up happening. Check it out. So I'm going to get some of the dioxin purple, and I'm going to just boom, baby. Look at that. It's all that texture. The texture is where it's at. That's the gift of the gods are in the texture. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. And there's no perfectionism. We're just taking our sweet butt time, because we love what we're doing. That's the reason why it's not because we're trying to make it beautiful or pretty or nice or right. No, it's because it's like when you're eating something that you so much love, enjoy, you know, or a kiss. You take your time with a kiss if you are in love with a person. If you're not in love, there's no time. There's no time in a kiss. But if you're in love, man, you savor that kiss. You make that kiss last. That's what it's supposed to be. Look at this. Or in my case too, you know, I'm making those tamales last, man. I had some tamales for Christmas. Dude, I'm making those tamales last because they're so savory. Look at that. Lorraine says, you seem to paint very instinctual, Jose. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to have to be that way for me, because the other way of painting, I used to be a portrait artist, and I used to do I guess realism, but it got to a point where I didn't feel like I was, you know, and I'm talking about 20 years ago, I didn't feel like I was moving. It felt like everything was always super dramatic, you know. Too much thought around it. Too slow. Too slow. It wasn't lively. And so I got tired of it. I got super tired of it. And so I started looking for my instincts. I was like, time. You know, where do I find my instincts, baby? And I'm very grateful I tap into it. Without really meaning to. I think most of it was just, I needed to find freedom in painting. And so I wasn't really meaning to find something special. Even though in the back of my mind, you know, I was always like, yeah, something really cool is going to happen. But the most important thing is that I just kept painting. I kept painting my little heart out for a few years. And then all of a sudden I started tapping into non-resistance painting. You know, non-resistance, very instinctual. Intuitive, right? What some artists call intuitive painting. There's no guideline, there's no rule for it. There's just, dude, if you love it, savor it. It's like a kiss. It's a kiss. It's like breathing fresh air. You savor it. You know, you don't breathe unless you're running around. No, you savor the breath. You're like, yeah, dude, this is good. This is good stuff. I'm gonna savor the breath. This is what I do with this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being super romantic about it, but just telling you guys. it's there. Un rostro en ese estilo. Oh, very good, very good. Angelisa says, I tried to paint like you once and it was a disaster. It's so unique. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's, you know, it was a disaster for me the first probably 10 years doing it. It was disaster after disaster. I tried giving up maybe about 1,000 times. I was like, dude, this is not for me. And then something just happened, you know. It wasn't like this epiphany of one time, you know. It happened over a series of moments, one after another, and it started weaving itself. I like to call it weaving. Se empezó a tejer pues el estilo y vi la luz. No, I'm just joking. Estoy jugando. Como soy un mamón. Y vi la luz. So there it is, guys. Let me put some yellow in the background so that we can have some. I don't know. It just felt right to put this light yellow back here. Pero miren, con un chingo de pintura. Okay, if you don't put a lot of paint, it's just not fun. The fun is all those layers of the heaviness, right? The impasto or whatever people call it. People have some funny names for stuff. Like the impasto. Like where you have to be throwing. What is it? Is it Italian or is it Latin? Or maybe both? Who knows? You're throwing some fancy words at me. Look at that. See, it's super fun. And then there's nothing serious about it. You know, you want to remove the seriousness out of it. That's what I try to do anyways. I don't always succeed, but I succeed most of the time. You know, I'm constantly trying to remove the seriousness out of it. And then when I'm painting, I like to edit. I like to get in there. Look, some negative space. Some negative space painting. Get in there. Edit a little bit if you want to. After all, it's not that serious. It really isn't. Look at this. Ooh la la, man. It's got all kinds of macho and we barely got started. Ese Cezanne me viene guango a mi Cezanne ahorita. Look at that. Boom. I'm telling you guys. I love that. Good for a chuckle, huh? But see, it's super simple, guys. The trick, I think, it's in the joy. I love doing this thing, so it's finding the joy of it, and then everything else just kind of adds up. Look, this vase started like muy macho, muy chingoncito, but now it's like really small. It's getting small because we're editing, right? We're editing it. Look at that. Dude, I'm telling you, Vivek, in no time, man, we're going to be speaking Spanglish, you and I. We're going to have this long conversation. We're going to get philosophical, too. We're going to get some of that pre-Socratic stuff in there, too. En español. And then breathe. There we go. Look at that. Man, this is the life. Everything else is just noise. This is the life. Not painting, but I mean like enjoying whatever you're doing. You know, enjoy. Enjoy, baby. I think I just like the feel of the paint. And somehow I do that over and over, and before I know it, I made a painting. But really, I think it's just the feel of the paint that I enjoy. Watch me like make up some BS, like it happened by magic. Let's see. Facilito. Sí, sí. What brushes are you using? They're so responsive. Okay, so the reason why the brushes are so responsive is because I like to use long bristle brushes. They have to be long bristle. So it doesn't really matter the brand. They're hog hair for oil. I'm using Princeton right here. Again, with my cochino nails. I'm using Princeton. And so this is the brand that I use. And Simply Simmons. This is a very cool brand because it's not expensive at all. Neither one of these are expensive. I use a lot of brushes, and so I need to constantly switch them out. And so if they're long bristle, they're going to do a really cool job. One of the reasons also that the brushes become so responsive is because there is a lot of paint. I mean, it's soaked in paint, and so that means something. Especially when you're painting oils. When you're painting acrylic, it might not, depending on the style. But if you're painting oil, it means something if they're soaked in paint. There's a lot of control, you know. We'll be in Starbucks till late. I love that. And so it's that simple. It's like a 1, 2, 3, boom, vámonos. You know. The art of it, it's really the art is it's much deeper, right? The art is always very deep. Well, we're talking about just the technique here. The art runs very deep in every artist, and there's often times that I talk about it, and we get super spiritual about it. We get super esoteric about it here. We get into some of those deep meanings of life. Look at that. But ultimately, this is it. This is it. Enjoy what you're doing. Do it with a smile, and fudge it. There's nothing wrong that could happen. The only thing wrong that could happen is that you're not enjoying yourself, or you think that the painting should look differently than what you're painting. That's that's not true. The painting should only look the way it came out, because it already is, baby. Boom. Check it out. See, super simple. Man, why am I shaking so much? Look at that. Probably all that damn coffee. Look at that. It's like, what the hell is that? Oh my God, no, Jose's a genius. Boom, baby, yeah. Check it out. Las florecitas. Super simple. Now, let me, hell man, let's walk through this. So let me show you some of the stuff, look. Super simple. Tengo aquí hasta un pequeño canino. Check it out. Boom. Muchas gracias a ti, Vanessa, lo agradezco mucho. It's super simple. There's nothing complicated about the way I paint. It's just looking for that joy. You know, just start looking for the joy in it. There's absolutely nothing complicated about it. Un pajarillo barranqueño ahí. Sas. A party in a vase, I love that. Party hardy. Don't be tardy for the party, man. I've been watching that. I've been watching that show. Look at that. See? Boom. Simple. Even this loner right here. This is an old one. What is this still doing here? Should have been sold by now. So yeah, guys, that's it. You're like a tour on TikTok, right? Dude, TikTok is where it's at. I've been having so much fun on TikTok. I've been doing all kinds of compadres, comadres. I've been having fun on TikTok, man. Look at this one. Este está muy chingón. Love this one. I have a kid who's playing Xbox in the one of the rooms here in my studio, and man, can he scream! See, super simple. Esta es la llorona con un gallo. No, no se crean, no sé. Just joking, okay? No sé si es la lloronas. Okay, my friends, let me show you my beautiful face, because beautiful face, activate, boom. Okay, mi nombre es José Trujillo. Soy pintor, artista, algo así. And yeah, this is my studio. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Stay well and sophisticated. All right? Peace out, my friends. Adios.